Jay from Jay's Garage. So we're taking Tangerine to the Ruddell's car show. It's a cruising car show. We got to move this thing first, and I guess he's moving that too. Anyway, we got to hook the Yukon up to the trailer to pull the car off, and then park everything back, and then jump in the Nova and take it over there. Kind of a lot of work just to go to one car show, but that's what we got to do. Anyway, thanks for watching Jay's Garage. I'll show you the cars that are over there. Thanks for watching. Whoopsie. You're good. All right, now we got to clean it up a little bit and head over there. I was kind of wondering about that when you put it in reverse, when you're getting it out the trailer. Yeah. Oh, that sun's bright. Crunch. Lose some weight, man.
I know it. Wait, don't buy more expensive shocks.
I think I'm gonna get some extenders.
My friend Joe, the neighbor, he's got an enclosed carb trailer, so we need to get a ride home.
Alright, right up here is where we're going. Up here, into this block here.
What in the what? We're all done.
What? All right, well, so why, you ask, am I in the road with my car almost in the middle of the road, just sitting there? Well, funny story. That's not so funny. Let me turn this around. So we were going to leave right about 5 o'clock to go to that car show, and something happened. I couldn't leave till 3 hours later, a little after 3 hours later, actually. We got to where the car lot is, right down the street there, and no one's there. Everybody's gone, a couple cars. So we turned up Golf Course Road, went up to 5th Street, took a right on the 5th Street, and then he pulled into here to turn around and go back that way, but I said, hey, it's not a cul-de-sac, you can go on down here. So anyway, he put it in reverse and backed up a little bit, and then it wouldn't go in first. I don't know if it got stuck between gears or whatever. I don't know if it's the linkage, the transmission. It'll go in reverse. It went in reverse a couple times. I think a couple times it didn't. So the transmission's screwed. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know if it's the linkage. I don't know if it's something inside the transmission. So there it sits. So Kim just left with my neighbor. I called my neighbor to come get him so we could go home and get the Yukon, and he's gonna get the Yukon in the trailer. So every time Kim comes up here, well, it's only been twice, we get in the car, it breaks down. So, but to be fair, when we were in Spokane, a couple times it didn't really want to go into reverse at all. We had to turn the car off and put it in reverse and then start it and go in reverse. when we left the house, it went in reverse is perfect. He even mentioned it. I'm like, So all I can think of when we've towed it, they had it in first gear, I believe. I didn't think to ask them about it. So maybe when it was in first or in whatever gear, it was, kind of going back and forth a little bit. It might have screwed the tranny up a little bit. I don't know. But I think a manual, you should put it in neutral and just, make sure all your straps are super tight, not going anywhere. Anyway, so here it sits. My neighbor Jacob is going home. Came here to get Kinman, and he's going to the house, gonna get the Yukon in the trailer. So broke down again. Dang it. And so I put new shocks on this over in Spokane, in Spokane when we were in Idaho, and it barely rubbed at all. Well, now it's just rubbing real hard. I'll show you. All right. So it's just if this had a different offset, it'd be great. Because when I was underneath there, when we did the shocks, there was enough room for that wheel to go in more, the wheel and tire. But it just has the wrong offset. But I just remembered when I was wheeling over here before I turned it on again. My wife and I went to Spokane, to my friend's house, to his parents' house. Talked to them and my friend for a while. We left and we got gas. We filled this thing up. And after that, with me and the wife in there, it was rubbing more than when just me and Kinman was in it. So it just dawned on me it's full of gas, and that's why it's rubbing. Plus, both of us is in there. So I got to get different shocks, the right shocks, or I'm gonna get some extenders. So you can Google that up, shock extenders. Anyway, I'm getting tired of this thing breaking down like this. It sucks. Anyway, more fun. Whoop-de-doo. Thanks for watching Jay's Garage. Maybe I'll do a little bit more video when we get it home. Well, as you can see, it's home. This is Wednesday, actually, a few days after the show that I was going to try and go to. Anyway, so I'm just going to take this to a transmission place in town. There's a couple of them in particular I could take it to. I have a friend that owns Interstate Automotive. He does specifically transmissions and there's some other regular automotive stuff. He's, I don't know, over two and a half hours away, 2 hours, 45 minutes or so. And I don't know if I want to go clear that far just to go to a transmission place that I know a guy owns. He's been there for years. Anyway, but that's what I got to do. I think it's inside the transmission. Anyway, tired of messing around with this. And what sucks is, last month, this guy owned a whole, storage place, a whole bunch of storage places, and he sold it to somebody else, and he had his own storage unit in there. He had a whole bunch of stuff in it. And anyway, he got tired of renting out the place, and he was selling a bunch of stuff. Good deal, and he had 2 monthly transmissions in there. He was selling them for $900 a piece, and he told me, you know what, $600, both of them each. You got a deal, come down and get them. And I was going to, but I didn't, and I should have, because instead of having to rebuild this one, I could just throw one of those in there. Anyway, he had a bunch of other stuff, but I didn't do it. I did get that rear end in there, the 12 bolt from him. Anyway, so in a way, I'd kind of rather do a place in town to where I could actually go there a little bit easier and video some of the process, just for fun, for some content, rather than trying to figure out when he's gonna, my friend almost 3 hours away, figure out when he's gonna get to it and then find a ride down there or something. Anyway, so I'll get back to you guys on that. And also, the way this thing runs, I'm gonna get a friend of mine here that really knows what he's doing, and I'm gonna just attack this thing and get it running right. So enough of this bull crap, fiddling around, getting a neighbor to fiddle around with it for a little bit, or a friend that doesn't really know mechanicing very much. Just get someone here that knows what the heck they're doing and get this thing running right, get it ripping. So thanks for watching Jay's Garage.